Our cookie is at full speed. It's not flying through the air. It's staying in place.
Oh, no. Alright, so I think I got three more reaction videos to go, and then that is it. So this time we're gonna reacting to I Tried Bio TikTok art trending using the food by Rosanna Pansina. Sorry if I said the name wrong. Sorry. Before you don't, if y'all don't know about Rosanna Pansonio, she isn't my favorite childhood of mine. Throughout back in the, when she actually did a Nerdy Numbies. I try to react to it, but I know it's actually full, so I apologize to Rosanna if I forgot. But she's actually amazing bakery, or well, yeah, she's actually amazing bakery, and probably a cook as well, because she actually does it a lot, and she has it part of my childhood throughout over years, and I'm glad I totally forgot about her for over years, because I know for some other famous people that I remember throughout from my childhood, and it actually was like amazing, like seeing it, of course. So yeah, I actually wish I would love to collaborate with her, because I hopefully love to like cook or try to bake one of the amazing, like, either cookies or cake and all that. It's actually amazing, because I'm planning on getting that Nerdy Numbies books probably soon. It's probably gonna happen on Christmas. I'll see what I could do, but if that happens, I'll give her a shout out for her, just in case. So yeah, but yeah, so let's check it out in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I have collected the most satisfying and most addicting viral art TikToks on the internet, and I am turning them into food. Spinning paint pours, edible. Clay wheel throwing, edible. Blown glass, edible. Can we recreate these satisfying visuals in a way we can eat? Or will it be a complete disaster? Let's find out, and let's get started. This art trend is spinning paint pours. It looks so cool. I've seen a few of these videos. Let's watch another one. Okay, the ones I was watching were not this humongous. This is wild. This is a huge canvas. He just puts it in a bucket and just spins it. Look at that, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I've never seen someone do this with food. Okay, this canvas is huge. I can't make a cookie that big, but I've got some ideas. Let's see if we can do this and make it edible. So I found this online, like a kid's spin art, and I thought this would be the perfect size for cookies. And instead of using paint, I have royal icing in a bunch of these bags over here, and this is thinned out royal icing. I've made it more watery, so it's going to resemble the paint that came with this kit. So everything here will be edible. Instead of paper, we're using cookies, and instead of paint, we're using royal icing, just like when I painted that Bob Ross painting. I didn't use the oil paints, I used buttercream icing, and it worked really, really well. I'm gonna put down maybe a little royal icing, maybe this will help it stay in place. Let's put on our little guard. All right, here we go. Let's give it a spin, get this thing in motion, and do a little art. Comes with music. Oh no, oh no, okay. Whoa, that thing gets going fast. Wait, let's try. Nope, okay. Nope, that's, nope.
Oh.
I shall try something else. Let's just get 2 colors on the ready, and I'm just gonna hit it and go. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, art. Perfect, perfect. It's working, look at it, it's spinning out. Oh, that's great, that's great.
Oh, maybe not.
Nope.
Maybe not.
Oh my gosh, that was a little wild. That was crazy. Is that a heart? Did it create a perfect heart? I don't think I could ever recreate this, but this is one of a kind abstract love art.
Wait, can we sell this for like $10,000?
We should. This is one of a kind, Michael. This
Open
was.
an art gallery.
I'll
What's going
get-
on?
We should open an edible art gallery. Oh, Mike, and I could do buttercream paintings. Once again, painter's tape has saved the day, so I put a little tape right here, and I think this is gonna hold it into place. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ooh, a 3. Our cookie is at full speed. It's not flying through the air. It's staying in place.
Oh,
Our cookie is at full speed. It's not flying through the air. It's staying in place. No!
We flew too close to the sun, but it was looking awesome. This would have been the galaxy cookie.
no!
Okay, I'm gonna try it again, but this time I'm just gonna stop it sooner. 1, 2, 3. Let's art. Let's art. Okay, well that's kind of cool. Let's see what we got. You know what? I'll take it. Get this little guy out of here. Oh, I broke it. No. I guess this is why you don't make cookies paper thin. We're so close. I am feeling the next one, you guys. There we go. Look at this. I call this the Eye of Sauron. Look at this. Doesn't that look like an eye?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm gonna keep playing with these cookies and see what we get. Da-da! We did it! Spinning paint pour cookies. Was this satisfying or a disaster? It kind of felt like both, but let's be honest, it was a disaster. I don't know how many cookies I broke. We did get some cute designs eventually, but the process to get here was just, it was wild. But I really love the idea of this, so please support this video, blow it up so I can do this with a bigger budget and do a real like paint bucket from the ceiling with like a sheet cake. I think it would be so fun. This art trend is called resin art. And look at this, you can even make D&D dice. That's so awesome. Ooh, and this beautiful beachy table. Oh, this is so cool. Can we make resin art edible? Let's try it. To imitate resin, we are gonna be using sugar, a little bit of hard candy. So over here on a baking tray lined with a silicone mat, I have got some molds. I've got some little dice, D20s, and look at this, it's a charcuterie board mold. Before we heat up our hard candy over on the stove, we're gonna prepare our mold. So in front of me in a bowl, I have some crushed hard candy. I'm just gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna fill the bottom of this because I love that beachy table and I'm gonna make a beachy charcuterie board. Look at that, a little beachy short. We're not gonna make just any D&D dice. We're gonna make them with a little bit of gold leaf. Why not? In front of me here, I have these little sheets of gold leaf and I'm just gonna take my finger, work them inside each little mold. My molds are all ready. This is the lid for the dice, but I'm just gonna leave this open right here. And now we're gonna prepare our hard candy. I have 2 pots. The first one, I'm gonna make the larger quantity that I'm going to color blue. To do this, I'm just following the instructions. You add a little bit of water. Once it's melted, you're just gonna let it keep cooking on the stove until it reaches 300 degrees. When it reaches 300 degrees, you're gonna remove from the heat and we're gonna add a few drops of blue food coloring to make it a beautiful blue and maybe one of white. Then very carefully, I'm gonna pour this, be careful, it's very hot, into our dice mold. Now we're just gonna place on that lid. Boop, 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 boop. And now we're gonna fill in our charcuterie board. And I've gotta get all around here. Whoa, look how cool that looks. Oh, I'm gonna do this, make it look like the ocean. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of the white and just kinda put this along the edge, kind of like they did in the ocean video. There. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. Now let's torch it up. Let's make some bubbles. Yeah, bubble. Oh yeah, baby. That looks great. That looks great. All right, we've got our clear hard candy right off the stove. It's really hot. Now we're gonna pour this on top of the sand and then sprinkle a little bit more sand on top of that. The reason we're doing this is so that we'll have sand all the way around. These are looking good. We're gonna let them cool before we unmold them. This usually takes anywhere from like half hour to an hour, so I'm just gonna check on it. Ta-da! Here is the edible resin art that we made today. We made an edible charcuterie board to look like a beach scene, and we made dice, a whole lot of them. It's starting to get a little sticky, and then because we did that extra layer, look, we have the color on both sides.
perfect.
Isn't that neat? And on the sides. The dice look amazing. I love the gold leaf. It's such a fun detail,
That's so
but let's
perfect.
see if they roll. It works. And then after you're done playing, look what you could do. You could just eat them. These are good. Was this satisfying or a disaster?
It's
This,
satisfying.
for me, was very satisfying. I really enjoy working with hard candy if molds are involved, because those are like guardrails for me. Those keep me on track. This art trend is glass blowing, and it's incredible. I actually got to do this at a YouTube Summit event, and I only had one lesson in doing it, but it was really, really cool, really difficult.
cool.
I have a huge appreciation for glass artists. Like, this is wild. All right, so let's watch some videos and see what we can think of. Kind of looks like hot candy, ice, some blown sugar. That's it. That's what we're gonna do. Can I make blown glass edible? Let's try it. We're gonna be making blown sugar, and we're gonna be using this hard candy mix, which is a nice in-between. It's not just sugar and it's not isomalt. It tastes better than isomalt, and it won't crystallize as quickly as like sugar. So it's a happy middle ground, and all we have to do following the instructions is add some water. And then with a spatula, we're just gonna mix together till everything's well incorporated. Then we're gonna head over to the stove, turn it on like a medium heat, and we're gonna keep our eye on it. Once it reaches 300 degrees, turn off the heat. Okay, we've got our silicone mat and our heat lamp, and right away we're just gonna pour. Be very careful. This is like molten lava hot. This is so hot. Then while it's really hot, I'm gonna color our sugar. So we'll get some cool colors. Using these little spatulas, because this is so hot, I am just going to mix in the color here. We're gonna start rolling this in slowly using a spatula. The middle is still super, super hot, so I can't move the middle yet. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece of yellow and red to make an orange, a little bit of blue. Our little pieces have sat underneath the lamp, they warmed up, and now we're gonna attempt to blow the sugar like you blow glass with this little dingle bobber. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, so here we go. Little hot, little hot, little hot. Okay, and then we're gonna wrap this around here. Ooh, my fingers, my fingers. Nope, too slow. Oh, here we go. We're gonna do this. It's just, come on, baby, you can do it. You are definitely warm enough. I can feel it. I see a bubble. I see a bubble. This is not giving me life. I'm gonna continue to practice this, and we'll see what we can do here.
Tomorrow for sure.
How big can we get the bubble? How big can we get the bubble without breaking? I am not a candy artist, nor was I that great at glass blowing. I'm more of a painter, a baker, and
I think
musician.
somebody-
Those are the things I love: music, painting, and baking. Ta-da! Here's the blown edible glass that we made with sugar, and this is about as good as I could do. My first one was the little blue bubble, and that really does look like blown glass. Like, that looks so cool. After I blew them to make a bubble, kind of tried to put them in a mold. Like this one, tried to make a strawberry. You can see you got the details of the strawberry mold. Look at that. The orange ones got a little bigger. Yellow, I mean, these look a little wild. This one we're able to pull after it was blown. And this one's, he's really big, but he's a little cattywampus. I feel like this overall was an absolute disaster.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend this. My fingers hurt. This art trend is clay throwing on a wheel. Oh, I love the pottery. Come on. Oh, my dad made a little pottery studio in our garage and he had a wheel and he would always make like vases and really cool stuff. This is a notoriously really hard thing to master, so I'm sure I could make it edible. Let's give it a try. So in front of me, I've got a mini pottery wheel, which is just adorable, you guys. I mean, look at this. Instead of using clay, we're gonna be using edible modeling chocolate. Roll it into a ball, kind of warm it up with my hands. And I'm gonna try to get it to really stick to the center. So I don't want this thing to fly off. I have literally never done something like this before. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just turning it on and it looks like the speeds, look, you can go fast, we can go slow. I'm just gonna get this going. Oh, look at that. And then you just put some pressure and it's gonna start to,
Fast learner.
wow, this is so cool. Oh, okay. That looks like a, hold on. Let me just, there we go. And then we're gonna put some pressure in here. Whoa, nope. No. That went wrong. That was shoot. Okay, we're gonna give that another try. Nope. Doesn't like my hand. Like, stop.
Just pretend I'm, dead and I'm here to help you. Put it back on there.
You're the worst ghost ever. You don't even know how to do pottery.
He made it look so easy.
Oh, thanks, Mike. These are the kind of ghosts I'm working with. Come on, become a bowl. What does that look like? Well, that is an ugly bowl. And then here, oh, nope. Oh, all right, I got new ideas. My nails are awful with this. I don't think pottery people have long nails.
Well,
Pinching while it's
Pinch while you spin. Pinch while you spin. Jeez, this is tough. Hold on. Let's do this now. This is a bowl.
Oh.
This is a bowl. This is a fruit bowl. Fruit bowl. Okay. Okay. Shut up. I just made a fruit bowl. Okay, when I was spinning, it looked a lot more even. It looked a lot more even, like it was gonna be this really pretty fruit bowl. I may not be a sculptor. All right, here we go again. We're gonna give it another try. Oh, it's happening. It's happening. No way. No way. Amazing. Okay, then we're gonna cut it off. Here we go. Loosen it. We did it! It's a little bowl. Oh, I'm gonna place it right over here next to this one. I'm so excited. I think I'm becoming addicted to this, so now I'm gonna keep playing around and see what the absolute best I can do. And ta-da! I spent way too much time on these, and these are the best of the best. I think this is the crown jewel, everyone. This is it. And this is so cool. And this little bowl, I mean, I'm obsessed. We did it. We made edible clay throwing on a wheel with molding chocolate, but was it satisfying or a disaster? Overall, mostly a disaster, but it was a little satisfying. It was kind of fun, but the amount of time I spent on these, I'm embarrassed to say. Ooh, this art trend is wax stamps. This is beautiful. They're heating up 4 different colors. That little spoon, look at that. These are some of my favorite videos to watch. They're so satisfying. They're so relaxing. There's so many different colors you can do. There's so many different designs. Let's see if I can make wax stamps edible. In front of me, I've heated up a bunch of chocolate melts and colored them different colors. We have green, blue, a darker pink, a lighter pink, a little bit of just white chocolate over here, and a whole bunch of stamps. I've taken them apart because we're gonna attach them when we remove them, but to set, we're gonna leave them on the chocolate so that they will form. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're gonna take a little bit of oil and a little baking brush, and like this one, oh my gosh, how cute. I'm just gonna oil any one that you're using. You wanna oil so we can pop this out. Take some of your melted chocolate chocolate. I'm gonna attempt to get a stem in there. We'll see if I can do it. Okay, this little stamp is a strawberry, so I'm gonna do a little light pink. Then put a little teeny bit, just a dribble. Oh, there we go, like that. Then I'm gonna put a little dribble, place it over onto a sheet lined with a piece of parchment paper, and we're just gonna place this on top, like you're pressing in the stamp. But we're not gonna remove it because we want it to set. So I'm just gonna fill the tray, make a whole bunch of cute designs, and then after they've set, we'll remove them. For funsies, I even got envelopes because this is what I used to do to decorate, and I'm gonna seal one. Let's do a nice bright color, like you're getting like invited to a fun little soiree. I'm gonna get a little heart. I'm gonna oil it up and then place it on top, sealed with a heart. Ooh, and then let's do another one. This one, ooh, I'm gonna pick a flower or something. Like if I was inviting someone to a garden party. Oh, a tree. I think this is a tree. Let's do that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's a garden party. I'm gonna keep being creative. You can make as many as you like, any color that you'd like. I made a bunch of little designs. Now I'm gonna pop these in the fridge to chill for about 10 minutes. After they've chilled and set, we're gonna use this and unmold them. They've chilled, now it's time to remove the stamp and reveal the design. Hopefully this works. So you're gonna take the base and just screw this together. Screw, screw, screw. Give it a little wiggle to loosen it and lift. This worked. Look, it's not perfect, but for my first one, I love it. It's a little strawberry. And even though I've done hot wax stamps, I've never done multicolors before, so I don't care that it's not perfect. I'm just happy it kind of worked. This is so cool. Let's try the garden party invite. You're cordially invited to a garden party. Here's this one's a little heart. It's sealed with a heart. It's so cool. After you get invited, if you're hungry, you can eat your invite like this. Watch. Yum. Oh, look at that. It's
That'd
a
be
paw
so cool.
print. And it's blue for Blueberry Muffin, my little dog. Ta-da! We made edible wax stamps. Honestly, this works so well and they turned out so cute. I absolutely love them. I think my favorite is the rose. Look how adorable that is. That is cute as a button, as a little decoration. You could just like put this on top of a little cookie or a cupcake. So were these satisfying or a disaster?
Satisfying.
These were satisfying.
Yeah.
Absolutely, positively satisfying. Highly recommend. These are so cute, adorable, and artsy fartsy.
This holiday, Verizon's got the craziest deal ever. 4 iPhone 17 Pros, all on them. No.
This art trend is blowing up online. It's called beaded embroidery. It is gorgeous. Let's watch some videos. People are so talented. You could do beaded embroidery on clothes, fashion. They're even just doing it on wall art, like on the crochet, like the fabric cloth pieces. And actually there's this baker called Soph Makes Cakes who invented doing like beaded embroidery on desserts and cakes using sprinkles. She makes it look just like the beaded art. And this is so amazing and inspiring, and we have got to do this. This is a way to make a fashion trend edible. I think she nailed it. Can I make beaded embroidery art edible? Let's give it a try. I've got everything I need in front of me to make some edible beaded embroidery. We're gonna be doing so on a cake. So in front of me, I have a blank cake that's just ice and ready to be decorated, and then a bunch of different sprinkles in the colors that I think I'll be using. I am going to be making my design a little French bulldog, because as many of you know, I have not one, not two, but 3 French bulldogs. So they are gonna be the inspiration. The face is going to be inspired by blue with this little cute tongue out and some of Honey Bun's colors because I just think they're so beautiful. To start, I've got a design that I'm gonna trace onto the cake. I thought that this would make it a little bit easier so I don't have to freehand it. So you're just gonna place this on top of the cake and then using a toothpick or like a small sharp cutting knife, I'm just going to gently press into the icing to get the outline. Then I don't have to freehand draw a shape. Once you've gotten your outline, you can use your toothpick again to make all of the little detailed designs inside. I like to kind of freehand this part and set it up before so that I'm set up for success. So I have a guide. For the outline design, we're gonna be using these kind of straight traditional sprinkles that you'd see like on a birthday cake, but these are going to be dark. These are black colored. We're gonna be putting these and placing these all around the outside. I can already tell this is gonna be a little tedious. It's gonna take some time, but I'm gonna stick with it because they're beautiful. I wanna make edible beaded embroidery. That's looking good. Now we're gonna start with the eye decoration. For this, I'm just using a really large metal piping tip and then taking some black sanding sugar. So it's just sugar that's colored black, and we're just gonna put a little pinch right in the middle so it'll look like a whole bunch of little beads. Taking a little brush, I'm just kind of poking them down so they'll stay. Let's take a little look. Okay, so cute. Let's just gently pat, pat, pat. After I finish the eyes, I'm gonna start on the tongue. So for the tongue, I have pink sprinkles, the traditional sprinkles. I'm gonna use these to make the outline, kind of like we did for the dog shape, and then these cute little pink sprinkle balls on the inside. My dog Blueberry Muffin has the cutest tongue. She's always sticking it out. She's got such an attitude on her. So we are going to be making this tongue adorable. I'm not pouring on the little sprinkle beads. I'm placing them one by one because I want them to look like they were actually sewn together. I'm giving this cute little tongue a lot of love and detail. I'm gonna start placing the dark brown and the lighter cream sprinkles around the face of Blue's mask. So the darker brown will be her darker colored like mask, and then lighter cream right underneath and around her eyes. This is looking so cute. I love it. We added a few more details around the eyes with the traditional black sprinkles and the nose to give it a little bit of definition. And now the last steps, I'm gonna add the small pink balls to the inside of the ears because Blue has got some beautiful little ears. And I think I'm just gonna pinch these ones. I think I can fill this pretty well and get these little guys together. Last decoration step, I'm adding a little bit more brown on the top of the forehead. Ta-da! And there you have it, beaded embroidery, but edible. This is so cute. I think Blueberry's gonna love it. So is this satisfying or a disaster? I think it's pretty satisfying. Even though it took a little extra time, I think the effect worked, and it is just so cute. It's adorable. Beaut. This art trend is called slab building. Apparently you do this with clay. I have never done this, never seen this. Honestly, this looks like when I work with fondant. Here's another one. Oh, there you go. Rough up the ends. Oh, how cool. They're making a little coffee cup. Sculpting and working with clay reminds me so much of fondant. It's so similar. This is too cute. We gotta try it. So for this recipe, I bought some modeling chocolate because I thought that that would actually work maybe a little bit better than fondant. They're pretty similar. Then I'm gonna roll it out on top of a silicone baking sheet. Just gonna make my life a little bit easier, and I'm using my heavy duty rolling pin, not the lightweight wood one. I'm using the marble one. Once I get this rolled out, I'm gonna pop it in the fridge to chill for an hour. After the molding chocolate has chilled and you take it out of the fridge, I've just cut out a bunch of different shapes using these little templates. I have a larger rectangle and then a smaller rectangle just to make things a little bit easier. So this is gonna be the base. I just cut out a circle. I'm gonna place this here right in the middle. Just like in the video when they're working with clay, I'm just gonna make some impressions into the side just to kind of give it some texture to help it stick together. And I'm gonna put some texture all the way around the base. Just an outline of the circle. Let's put it together. Oh, come together. Oh, please work, please work. There we go. There we go. Using these little fondant tools, I'm gonna blend. This is looking so cute. Now I'm gonna take the smaller rectangle, and I just use that as a guide, because this I'm going to roll to be the handle. There, that's good. All right, and we want about this length. And just like before, add some texture to the ends where we're gonna attach. And here we go. I'm gonna put on the backside where the seam is because it's gonna kind of cover that area. Modeling chocolate's really neat because it doesn't dry out like fondant does. So that's why I think that this is the way to go. Okay, this is looking so cute. Now I'm gonna actually try to use it. But before I do that, I'm gonna let it totally chill. So I'm gonna pop this in the fridge to chill for 1 hour. And then let's try drinking some coffee out of our little coffee mug. love. All right, just took this out of the fridge and I switched to the little plate because I felt like my plate was too big. I felt like aesthetically we needed a smaller little plate. Look at that. Not only have we successfully made edible slab building, but I'm gonna see if it's actually a functional coffee cup. All right, let's give it a go. I'm just gonna pour some coffee in. I got some cold brew. This is Bobby approved and one of my favorites. Let's just do it. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Are you kidding me? If this works, I am replacing everything. No way, no way, no way. Oh, it's great. Oh no, the handle, the handle. Oh, no, the handle started to break.
Oh no.
It couldn't hold the weight. Okay, but you know what? You go like this, then it works. Oh, that's good. Yeah, look at that. A little coffee and a little bite of chocolate. I'm tickled by this one. This one really, I'm tickled by this. This is edible slab building. Is it satisfying or a disaster? It is super satisfying. I absolutely love this silly little thing. This art trend is called stamp carving. Oh, no way. Oh, I've carved a cake, but I've never carved a stamp. This looks wild. This is really satisfying to watch. I am leaving this video feeling very satisfied, so let's see if we can make this edible. The modeling chocolate has chilled, and I've cut it into smaller pieces just to make it a little bit easier to work with. And then over here, I just got a little carving kit. I'm using the smallest one that I could find and some little cookie cutters just to make things a little bit easier. I want to do a star shape, so I'm first going to position this right here, just giving myself a lot of room. And then using the carving kit, just like I saw in the video, I'm gonna carve on top of that design. That works pretty similar. Then using a sharp cutting knife, I'm just gonna cut out a star around it. Well, look at that, it's kind of a star. This is my first time carving. I'm gonna make another one because this one's a little embarrassing. Carving side down onto a piece of parchment paper on a baking sheet. I'm gonna chill these fully before I use them, but I'm gonna keep making different stamps. Our edible carved stamps have fully chilled, and now we are going to press them onto a cake. I have this cake covered in fondant, so it's nice and smooth. And over here, basically created an edible stamp pad. So it's a damp paper towel, and then we have pink, red, yellow, green, blue, and purple edible food coloring. All right, so I'm gonna start with the happy face. We're gonna press this into the yellow. You wanna make sure it's all covered. Then I'm gonna press it right onto the top of the cake. And I'm gonna wiggle it around a little bit because it needed a little wiggle when it was picking up colors, so it probably needs a little wiggle. It worked! Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Like, look at that. Look, not perfect, but it's really cute and it worked. So I'm very happy. All right, now I'm gonna do the little heart. I'll do pink first and then red. Woo, like that. Oh, yeah, this one didn't go perfect, but you know what? Kind of see. There we go, that helped. Okay. Ooh, let's do the star and let's do purple. Woo, look at that. Give it a little jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Best one yet. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Let's do a little blue bow, little bluebell. A little extra love to the bottom. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. It worked perfectly. The real test, can we stamp more than once? I'm gonna do a new color. Around the edges, around the edges. That's where the problem was last time. So I'm gonna give it a little love and lift. Boom. You can use them over and over again, more than once. This is amazing. Ta-da! We did it. We made edible stamps using stamp carving. So was it satisfying or a disaster? It was satisfying. Very satisfying. This is so much fun. This is, I feel like a little kid in art class. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, I've seen this. This art trend is squeegee art. It is wild. I have seen so many people do this. Okay, let's watch a video, get some ideas. Oh wow, look at that. They have all those little dots and then they just squeegee. Wow. Yes. Wow. I could watch these videos all day. Squeegee art. Can we make it edible? Let's try. For this art technique, I have some pieces of dried out fondant in front of me. I'm gonna be using these as my canvas. So even the canvas is gonna be edible. And then in these little piping bags, I have colored royal icing. And then instead of a squeegee, I am gonna be using baking squeegee, the bench scraper. In the video, they just do a ton of tiny dots everywhere and like little dashes. So I'm just gonna do the same thing. I really like all these colors, all the rainbow colors. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm hoping we get a rainbow. I'm hoping the colors won't bleed into each other, but you never know. That's just getting crazy. I better scrape this thing. This is my first one ever, my first attempt. Keep me in your thoughts. I'm terrified. I don't think I put enough pressure on that. Oh, snap. That's pretty. I was hoping for a cloudy rainbow. All right, let's do another one. Raindrops. That's the vibe, falling on our face. And then we'll put a little, you know, it's storming. It's a little storm in the sky. Why not? I'm gonna move this in because I really want.
So what would a migraine attack sound like on a saxophone?
Foggy skies. Now we need the meatballs. All right, let's add some meatballs. And sometimes the meatballs have a little pasta sauce still on them. A little marinara. Oh, meatball dipped in a marinara? Hello. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Give me art. It's beautiful. This is called Cloudy with a Chance. Okay, I just saw this crazy idea online. We've got black and white. Let's see what it does. We're gonna scrape and move. Whoa, it's amazing. All right, here we go. I'm gonna do bulldog ears. Kind of look like bunny ears. All right, I want it to be so colorful. I want it to look like these little dogs are just hanging out, having a great time together. Let's try that. Here we go, here we go. Shut up, shut up. It's everything I wanted. Let's try this fun design. Here we go, up at the top. And scrape this bad boy down. Oh, what? Look at that, you guys.
That one's cool.
That's cool.
It's called Queen Bee, Mind Your Business. This one is for the grand finale. Let's do this. This is so pretty. It looks like candy. Doesn't it just make you happy? How cool is this? This is literally edible. And over here, it just made some rectangular sugar cookies that were the same size as our fondant canvases. Got some royal icing in a little bag, and I'm just gonna zigzag some down. And look at this. You can place this art on top of the cookie, and you can literally give out cookie art. I mean, how beautiful is that? That's amazing. We made edible squeegee art. It looks amazing. So was it satisfying or a disaster?
Satisfying.
I think you guys already know. It was very satisfying. I love this. My favorite edible art trend today was the squeegee art. It actually looked like art. It was so easy to do. It worked so well. It blew my mind. And the biggest disasters today were probably the spinning art and the glass blowing. Ooh. Let me know in the comments down below if there's any other art trends that I should try making edible, because this was a lot of fun today. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It actually does a cute little animation now if you are subscribed, so check that out. Thank you for showing the video love. And if you'd like to watch any other videos, you can click up here or up here.
That's actually adorable. I ain't gonna lie though, I actually enjoy it. It may look like a very artist of this, cause I don't know how, but that was actually amazing of seeing this. So yeah, I think one of my favorite is I'm thinking of. I guess one of those cake where you have to use like things for it. I don't know what it is, but I forgot what it is. But I actually enjoyed it. It's actually amazed me of seeing it, because I don't know how, but now that I think about it, I would love to like do my own bakery and do my own cooking stuff next time you want to see it. Hopefully it'll happen, because I'm actually going to do a lot of experience for it, just in case. And I'm probably going to do it for Rosanna Pessinho, and hopefully I might. So yeah, but shout out to her. She's actually, like I said, she's actually part of my childhood for a very long time, and I would love to react more of hers. Hopefully soon next time, because it looks so very interesting to see it. And if you want to see some for me reacting to nerdy nummies, let me know. I'll probably do that later on. Hopefully, because it's gonna be fun. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about it, and I'll see you next rest video.